I believe like we should work on our immune system, like how to make your immune system stronger.
Yeah.
Instead of just like go out trying like to take other medicines or like just live in fear.
Yeah.
It's like fear weaken your immune system.
I agree 100%.
That's why you should never be afraid from the disease.
It's funny you say that because the media causes a lot of fear. So maybe that also not only does the standard American diet cause you to be sick, not only does the fact that before this quarantine people are not active, that makes you sick, but you know, now the media makes you scared, and so you're always in fear. Like I don't watch the news. Like I tell my parents, please stop watching the news. Like they're kind of addicted to it. But it's like that's just nothing but fear. Like I hate watching the news. Like it's literally like someone has it, even if it's out on the end of the room, like you hear this person died, this person got raped, this thing's, I'm like, it's like, and like you try to ignore it, but it kind of like seeps in your head, you know what I mean? So that's a good point, Hatem. Like, you know, we as a country should be focused on being healthy and having strong immune systems and not being in fear. But you know, the system's not built that way.
Yeah, well, also like protecting your own energy, like what you were doing there, just protecting your own energy by not watching news all the time, having boundaries. It's not just about, you know, building your immune system up. To me, it's not just about the food that you eat, vitamins and all that stuff. It's like the mindset too.
The emotion,
you know, the your energy, and you gotta do all that.
Well, there's junk food for the brain too. Whatever you feed your brain.
Yeah, I agree.
And negative news in media and even social media, if you don't know how to use it right, is like junk food for your brain.
So they said like you are what you eat, and that not just food is like what information you are getting.
Yeah, it
so
should be.
Like you are, if all you hear is like death and scary stuff, that's who you are. You always is scared. You always think like something bad gonna happen to you. So you are what you eat.
You are what you consume.
Food, what you consume, like food, information, media, and I believe in the power of your subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And Dr. Joe Dispenza talk a lot about like the power of the subconscious mind. And he said like some stories about some people like in other countries, they have kind of like they drink poison, and they said, oh, like our God gonna protect us and we will not get sick even though we drink the poison.
Wow.
And they drink it, they don't get sick. And then like because he's a doctor, like this is what his research show. When you believe you are not getting sick, then you will not get sick. Like it's all in your subconscious mind.
Like it's not just what you put in your body, it's what you put in your mind. And I think your mind's probably more powerful. Your mind controls your body. So every time you have a thought, it releases a chemical into your body, right? And that goes into your cells and basically causes you to be sick or to be healthy or whatever. So that's why it's very, very important, not only what you eat, but what you watch, what you read, who you hang out with, stuff like that.
And what you tell yourself.
Exactly.
Self-talk.
Yeah.
I keep telling myself whenever I do get scared or concerned, like I am loved, I am blessed, I'm protected, I'm supported, I'm honored, all of that. So Amori Luz. Yeah.
Yeah, actually like Tony Robbins, like I was listening to him and he said like very like nice example. Like he said like when we talk about something like old, what do you think? Like if you say like you think about yourself or someone like 60 years old, what picture came to your mind? Think about it, guys.
Yeah.
60 or 70 years old, what do you think? What picture came to your mind?
Wait, when I'm 6 years old?
No, like if I tell you like someone, he's 7 years old.
Like what do you think about?
What picture came to your mind?
Someone with white hair.
White hair,
kind of wrinkled.
Well, I kind of have a bad example because my parents look so young. You know what I mean? Like they're late 60s. They look like they're in their 50s or 40s, you know?
So that's awesome. So usually like we're going to think about
it's actually
something,
a good example, but yeah.
Something like old, something like it feels like weak.
Close to death, basically.
Close to death and not healthy and a lot of medication. And then he show a guy. He's like bodybuilder and he's like 60 years old or 70 years old.
That's going to be me.
And he's like in amazing shape. And then he said, like, if you believe you're gonna be that guy,
Yeah.
then that's like your body gonna like, you know, grow to follow.
Yeah.
That's
And if you
amazing.
believe like you're gonna be like old, weak, taking a lot of medication, then your body gonna grow to be that person. So what you have, the image in your mind, is so powerful.
Oh, I didn't know you're talking about me, what I would look like when
Yeah.
I'm 60 or 70.
Well, he just meant like in
Just
general.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah. Like when
this
someone
is the
tells you,
picture, yeah, like the picture of an old guy, someone 7 years old. The picture came right away to
Yeah.
you, not someone muscular, not someone
No.
healthy. It came someone weak, you know.
Yeah, white
And
hair.
White hair, and there's a lot of people right now, like 7 years old. They are like very in good shape, you know, like they hike every day. They, you know, hike 2 miles a
lot
day,
of energy.
a lot of energy. So that's a false image we have in our system, you know, in our
Yeah.
subconscious mind.
I agree.
So you need to make sure like you clear this. And I get this example because we are talking about getting sick and the flu season. So if in your mind think like every season you're gonna get sick, you already like make it in your mind and you're gonna manifest that. So you have to believe like, I'm healthy, I'm not gonna get sick.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. Because ever since I went plant-based, I have not gotten sick in like almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And it's funny, like there's people like, oh, I'm so sick. And I'm just like, I'm fine, you know?
Yeah.
And another thing too is when I was growing up, I was an old soul. You guys know what an old soul is. Like someone who's young, but they feel old, like they're very mature. And then someone told me, you are such a young, youthful spirit the other day. And I was like, you know, that's funny because I grew up as an old soul, but I actually feel like my soul is younger than it was when I was young, which is weird.
You know
what I mean?
why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're following your bliss.
Yeah, maybe. But like, I seriously, my spirit is now youthful. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, so it's funny what you said, Hatem. I went and I Googled 43-year-old man on the internet. And it was all these dudes that look like old, gray hair,
Yeah.
fat. And I'm like, that doesn't look like me. And then I Googled 26-year-old male and it was like people that look like me, right?
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, yes, I do have young genes, but like, this is important, guys. And I think this is a powerful message. Like, you will become what you believe you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and you can make yourself younger and healthier, and you can make yourself sick and old. It's up to you. The choice is yours, right? And it's weird. Like, I literally feel like I'm getting younger. My soul is even younger. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm dating people like that age. I don't know. But like, in order for me to date somebody that's in their, you know, late 20s, early 30s, I have to be like youthful, you know? I can't be walking around like an old man, like, you know what I mean? Or I need to have energy too. Trust me, these young girls have a lot of energy, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, shit, I am 42 sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though I look like it. But anyways, I digress. But but no, I think you made a great point, Hatem. I think it is true. You can actually make yourself younger. You can make yourself by how you eat, staying active, how you think, right? Who you hang out with, like all that kind of stuff.
It's just a belief system. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the flu season coming, and just don't be like every winter I get sick.
Yeah.
Like, you have to change this belief.
Trust me, if you say that, you will get sick every winter. It's don't listen to your own BS. And you know what that stands for? Belief system.
Yeah.
Right? See, it's everyone's listening to their own BS. Their own BS is controlling their life. And I'm not talking about bull poop. I'm talking about belief system, right? So yeah, that's a great point, Hatem. And you know, I'm glad you said that because I literally feel like growing up, I was an old soul, and now I feel like I'm a youthful spirit, which is kind of
It's all
awesome.
like in your mind, like just whatever you believe. Like you believe you are young, you're gonna start acting young. Your body gonna believe it's young, so like it's gonna generate like more young cells, you know.
I always tell myself I'm young, even though people my age, they're like, I'm getting older. Don't say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
never say that. Never say something.
You know,
all my
about
friends are like
yourself.
that. I know, you know who you are, friend.
Yeah,
Their name
I
starts
have a
with
lot
an
of
E.
people.
If you listen to this, he's like, oh, I'm getting old. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. I'm like, dude, just stop that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and another friend of mine was like, her name's Vivian. Hi, Vivian, San Diego. She was like, how do you have so much energy, Joe? Like, you're doing all these things, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I'm just doing the things I like to do, and I'm vegan. I eat pretty good. I exercise. I meditate. And follow my bliss. And she was just like, how do you have so much energy? I do feel pretty young.
You're like, I just told you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, I think it's about like, doing what your heart desires. It does make you feel younger.
Yeah. And that's what this whole podcast is about. We want to inspire people to discover their true purpose and follow their bliss, because they say when a man, but let's just say when a human finds their true purpose, they come alive. Right? Like we want you guys to come alive. Like you guys can probably hear it in our voices. You can see it in our faces.